know, the rotation in old English terms, the day you accept semen retention, celibacy, and brahmacharya for what it is, that's when you could cipher. That's when you could filter between the two, where arrogance is, cockiness, and confidence. You understand what I'm saying? And the world is going to label you as being arrogant because the world is just a world. It's a worldly perspective. The world do not have the perception. They haven't climbed that ladder yet. If anything, they're going down that ladder, ass backwards. You understand what I'm saying? And when you accept this lifestyle, because it's no longer a practice, because practice only gets you ready for the playoffs. And every day, when you on semen retention, brahmacharya, celibacy, it's like the championships. Because you got all these different entities trying to call out for your energy, yet alone your attention, right? And through these different variations, these trials and tribulations, you learn as you climb up the ladder. Oh man, I'm gonna have all this energy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have all of this magnetism. I'm gonna have all of this attraction. And if some people, there's three doors. They accept that door, right? It's some people that use semen retention and they gain a high ability of psychic abilities only for carnal desires. They go back, oh man, I get all these women. You know what I'm saying? He gonna fail. He gonna crash out and burn. The universe ain't gonna ever give that person that chose the first door the ultimate prize. You understand what I'm saying? Because the ultimate prize behind door number three, which is the greatest door, is self mastery, self control, and walking the pavement that you pave of your purpose. Walking your true destiny, not the destiny that this world have bestowed amongst you. See, this world will want you to be a rapper, a doctor, or actor. You understand what I'm saying? Anything that'll please the matrix, right? But door number three allows you to leave the matrix. Door number two allow you to thrive at a maximum effort within the matrix. You know, you obtain a nice cars, clothes, you got you a gorgeous trophy wife, or you got you a woman that's, you know what I'm saying, handling business. But see, door number three, not everybody goes through that door. And then you gotta realize in order to get into the house, inside the house, you gotta open the door. And in order to open the door, you gotta have the key. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a lot of entities that want your keyblade. Want to fragment it, you know what I'm saying? You got the master key, but you have to be very conscious and wise what door you open. Door number one, door number two, or door number three. And see, door number one and door number two give you the riches of this realm. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with having the basics: food, shelter, clothing, and transportation. Always knowing you're not settling for less, but knowing you deserve better because you do deserve better. Anyone that's on semen retention, celibacy, and brahmacharya, you will always deserve better. But the universe will test you to make sure you are willing to keep up with the principalities. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't wrestle amongst flesh. Only this world do. Because they haven't climbed the ladder of perception. They haven't put their hands going forward. The world is going backwards. And when they see you on semen retention, brahmacharya, celibacy, they see you swimming upstream. I don't know if you ever had a PlayStation 1. The first game I ever had was Frogger. Me and my granny used to play the fuck out that shit. See, life is like Frogger, right? You gotta cross the street. But as I was saying, everyone is going downstream. And you are the only one, maybe in your region, your city, your state, because you know when you know. You can feel the energy just as well. And sometimes you say, man, I don't feel that energy. Sometimes it's people around you, and sometimes you don't feel their energy. You know what I'm saying? Because at times you never see or hear a mosquito till it pop up in your face. And that's how a majority of these people are when they're not saving their life force essence. They just a bunch of bugs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they might have wings, but they can't compare to the eagles, yet alone a phoenix. You know what I'm saying? We killed the old self. We killed the old bitch. Any bitch that was left within us, we 86 that. And living in this horror, I mean, America, this corporation. You understand what I'm saying? We live in a feminized, this system, the calibration is feminized. And anything that's not on that wavelength, they look at you as an eyeball. But they still see you make ends meet because you're making everything even. Excuse the noise in the matrix. The broadcast will be televised. And as the practitioner that's on semen retention, celibacy, brahmachari, you are swimming upstream, which means you dodging logs, you dodging leaves. They got a little moss in the water. You know, they got other fish coming down. Well, all the fish is coming down. Literally, you only see your brothers, your sisters that's respecting their life force essence and celibacy. You know, every now and then, because we all got our own streams to swim up. When the rest of the world and everyone in the world that pertains to this world is going downstream, down the drain. You understand what I'm saying? And these people coming around, you know, doing whatever they can because they know you have been mastering the different trials and tribulations. See, when you first started this lifestyle, the hardest thing to do was just to keep it in the cauldron, right? Not spilling the water. Y'all ever saw them kung fu movies and shit? You know, when a sensei coming around and everybody got to hold a teacup and the sensei pouring some hot ass water, you got to take that shit. You got to, if you drop that cup, that means all that life force essence, you releasing it. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what kung fu movie that was, man. I watched them all, basically. Now I'm living one. Last motherfucker I talked to him, he was like, damn, bro, you like Afro Samurai. You on the path of destruction. Yeah, I'm destroying anything that's in my path. But I'm on a path of creation to create a brand new life, a brand new perspective, and a brand new way to visualize life itself for all men. I'll be the leader. And those who hate you, envy you, dislike you, you know what I'm saying, do all that kiki la line behind your back, all that shoe showing, you heard me? They just a bunch of sissies, man. They just a bunch of chumps. And they mad because we was able to buy a vowel and replace the U with an A. And they see we champs out here. You feel me? You gotta stay strong, stay headstrong. You feel me? My granny told me a long time ago, a hard head make a soft ass. But when you got a hard ass, it make a harder head, right? We on almond butter right now with some Galasha apples and some Granny Smiths. If you would like to assist, contribute, show and appreciate love, drop a donation on the channel to keep this going. You know we need at least 10 likes. And if you would like me to keep myself spiritually charged to continue to pour in your cup, all you gotta do, man, it ain't gonna hurt. Squirt 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? $781THEVBYZ. As if you're really vibing with me, and I'm really vouching for the lifestyle that we all are in. Even my haters, the Cash App is available for you too, because I know you need something to hate on. So why not let me increase your hate for me or for us that want to live righteously? What the alchemist gonna do? We gonna always transmute that. You understand what I'm saying? We don't use anger physically. We use it logically and intellectually. And the longer you stay on this path and you stay on this journey, you're gonna realize that. You understand what I'm saying? How to utilize the fuel and energy of other people's righteously without even draining yourself while you watch them drain themselves. Because anger don't help nobody. But hey, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Let's get back to the message, right? Quick little commercial break. I don't want to eat in y'all face and be rude. And as I was saying, right, when you first started your journey, or if you are now starting your journey, it's not even the hardest part. But in the beginning, it does seem like it's the hardest part because this world is filled hypersexualized, hyper satanic, and they got a lot of transformers out here, right? So it's a lot of witchy shit going on. And being a righteous man or becoming a witcher that you are, you understand what I'm saying? It seems like when you first start this practice, the hardest part is just keeping the water, keeping that life force essence within your sacred secreted chambers. Y'all see me? And your sacred scroll, y'all see me? The only time the sacred scroll should be unrolled is when there's a worthy opposite of the gender that learn how to read, understand, and also protect and provide the same way she seek from us. You understand what I'm saying? It seems as if the hardest part was just not to waste that life force essence. You know, go back to the pixels. I don't know. You other men might go to them gentlemen clubs. I ain't with that. That's the wrong way to go. You know, because we are on this practice. Because if you have made ties, soul ties, if you know hurted your health, whether it's from the physical demons, which you want to call the STDs, or the spiritual demons, which is the worst of them, other STDs, spiritual transmitted demons. This life force essence is going to cleanse that. It's going to purify you. I'm not making no promises unless you made it to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And we know the 3 Ds and the 3 Cs is choices, chances, and changes. Dedication, determination, and discipline. Staying consistent and staying persistent. There's a lot of people that can't hold their own water. I mean that in multiple ways. They can't shut their fucking mouth. They don't know how to, you know, take some shit to the grave with you, man. Like your dedication, determination, and discipline. Choices, chances, and changes. Don't leave it here. Take that to the grave with you. But we never die. We only transition. But you understand what I'm saying? The choices, chances, and changes, dedication, determination, and discipline, which gonna help you keep your water in your cauldron. Let's go back to day one, right? Rotation number one. Don't count the days, make the days count. Y'all see me? Back to square one, right? Holding it. You on day one now. No pixels, no hitting up, no females. Now it's time to pull your own weight and see what you really got. And the first test is just keeping the water in the pot. We're gonna go back to another reference. Like in the Kung Fu movies, when they got the 2 pails of water on their shoulder and they gotta climb all the way up to the mountain and they can't drop not a drip because you need all your life force essence. Y'all see me? No alcohol, no smoking, you know, to each his own. Everything in moderation. But definitely no alcohol, literally. You know what I'm saying? And you need every drop, you need every drip, right? Because your sensei, your teacher, your master, which is really your higher self, is waiting for you to come closer and closer. Closer and close. Yeah. Y'all see me? And yeah, man. You need to build up that endurance. And that's something you will obtain on this life force, on this journey, on this practice. You understand? I don't want to make this message too long. But the first thing of this journey is carrying the first day of this journey is putting the water back in the bucket, right? The second day of this journey is to bring that water up the mountain. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go back to another reference. The black cauldron, the solar plexus, the black cauldron, your life force energy, those sacred secreted chambers below your sacred scroll. Y'all see me? You must retain that life force essence. Because once you stop touching yourself or you stop letting her touch you, now you giving yourself to build back your reservoirs and your true resources, which will allow you to receive all the outer resources you need to obtain within this material game. You understand what I'm saying? And as we walk through this material plane, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's more distractions than they got motherfuckers or anything giving you direction, right? So the first thing, bro, is like I said, is to put that water back in the bucket, right? Now, once you put that water back in the bucket, aka let's go back to the black cauldron. Now you got water back in the cauldron, right? Cool, smooth. Now we got to get the black cauldron back bubbling. You understand what I'm saying? Got to get that water to start simmering. You understand what I'm saying? And the esoteric flame, the black cauldron, holds your life force essence. The more you work out, the more you do Tai Chi, Qigong, stretch, meditate, yoga, take walks, jump rope, now we starting to bubble. We starting to bubble. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to realize yourself that you are becoming a thermostat. And everyone else is just a thermometer. They're going to try to check your temperature in all type of ways. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because 9 times out of 10, I done watch all the thermometers try to check my temperature. And I done watch the mercury burst out of it. You understand what I'm saying? They can't handle this much pressure. Pressure bust pipes, either yet alone as we shine, we continuously make diamonds. Those who not living this lifestyle, I mean, yeah, they probably still got a lot going on, but at the end of the day, they're not willing to find their philosopher's stone. They're not willing to transmute because I haven't met anyone that's on semen retention or celibacy, a brahmachari that's still bitter. I met everyone I met, whether it was in person or online, they have became better, such as myself. And to make sure the esoteric flame, right, as you rise under the black cauldron, that flame, right, your spirit is under that, right? And you got to make sure you being a thermostat, whatever environment, situation, or wherever you go, is always right. You understand what I'm saying? Because, for example, let's say you got a hoodie on and you in West Africa. It's 121 degrees. I don't think you're gonna wear that hoodie. I think you're gonna wear something thin just to keep the moisture, right? Because anything after that, you'll be sweating out your minerals and your vitamins. So you can't let anyone get you out your composure. You gotta stay cool. And that's when I mean by the lust gonna try to double back. You know, you got these shrimps. They see you got a lobster. They know you got a lobster tail as well, and a woman could feel it in the atmosphere that you got a lobster tail, and her man got a shrimp. So he gonna feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? That's when the mosquitoes and the flies come around. The haters is the mosquitoes. The motherfuckers that's just on the walls watching you all day, all eyes on you, they just the flies. But they aggravating too. They irritants too. But we can't spend our time trying to swap the flies around. In order to keep the flies away, you got to constantly increase your spiritual energy, your spiritual protection, right? No difference from when you want to attract anything. You don't chase it. You know what I'm saying? Like Eric Thompson said, the motivational speaker, he said, don't chase money. Don't try to get a better job. You need to become a better person. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to chase a better relationship. Don't try to get a better girlfriend or a better boyfriend or a better man or a better woman. You need to become a better person within yourself. You know, one time I asked myself, like, you know what somebody told me recently, they was like, bro, you deserve better, and you know that. You know you deserve better. And I was looking at the person that told me that, because they done stabbed me in my back so many motherfucking times, I ain't even mad at them. I said, I got a knife in my back to slice my pie any type of day I want, any kind of way I want. Whether I want to feel like Freddy in the kitchen and make a mess, or I want to take this shit on some and with scissor hands type of time and give you a nice fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? Line you up nicely. You know what I'm saying? You did? And back to the G to my G's out there. Hey man, shout out to the gladiators, man. Shout out to you if you saving your life force essence. You know how I be saying that shit. Shout out and respect to everybody that's out there saving their money, time, energy. Because living in this matrix, you know, they don't want to see that. The devil don't mind when you sad, mad, depressed, unhappy, off your tracks, not walking your destiny. The devil happy as a motherfucker. The day the devil see you happy, that's the day when all hell break loose. That just means you on your way to heaven, your safe haven, the field of reeds, the promised land, right? And as we find ourselves swimming upstream, you're gonna have your exes, demons, random people, just bringing up your past. And the only reason why they're doing that because you passed them, you surpassed them, and now you see what's further. It's not even that further away, but now it's your future, and it's looking brighter than your past. You understand what I'm saying? There's some people that's still stuck in their past, still stuck in those habits, still stuck in those ways, and they see you on semen retention, celibacy, brahmachari. The universe would not allow you to do the same old habits. You understand what I'm saying? Not to be fake, but to be real with myself, because you can't lose your cool. You have to stay calm. I see myself seeing the disrespect, but not accepting the disrespect. Because on this lifestyle, this practice, and one thing I ask God, and I'm gonna ask God for this as well. Give us the strength to walk away from faces, places, and situations that don't have a highest income, and give us the strength to walk to the faces, places, and situations that have a highest outcome. Yansemi, it shall lie, and so shall it be. Yansemi. Hey, drop your V's in the comment section if you're vibing with me, if you're vouching for me. Yansemi. And you could drop a V in the comment section if you feel violated. You heard me? And on this lifestyle, man, this is what gives us life. And you're gonna notice there's gonna be a lot of energy vampires, parasites, a lot of foreign entities, a lot of invaders of the, you know what I'm saying, body snatchers. Invasions of the body snatchers gonna come around. That could be from food. Like I just left Target, and everybody in Target was doing odd ass behavior to try to get my focus on them. But you gotta keep your eyes on your own paper. You have to have tunnel vision. if you're gonna survive through this journey. You can't worry about what the next man doing or what the next woman doing. Ain't nothing wrong with going on YouTube or Google or reading a book and learning about somebody else's documentary or journey to help you, because that's what we're here for, to help each other, right? In such of a, we're leaving their ugly world behind because we are walking in our beautiful world. Y'all see me? We're making this world more beautiful the more we raise our vibrations, right? And that's something I noticed. If you could control yourself, you could control everything within you, right? And another thing that I noticed as well, that many people may not say it, because I'm not with the entitlement of, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, you can run my credit score up. You hear me? Just drop some on Cash App. But, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really need nobody, you heard me, to run up my credit score. You heard me? I'm going to run up my credit score through my Izak, Spizak, Lizan, Dizan reserves. Because actions speak louder than words, y'all see me? And this world is just talk. Even when I go on YouTube, it's just a bunch of talking heads. I had somebody tell me the future when I was a child. And they said, yeah, in the future, everybody gonna be a bunch of talking heads. And I'm like, I don't want to be a talking head. I want my actions to speak, even though it still may be vocalized. But you understand what I'm saying? I'm walking what I'm talking, and I'm talking what I'm walking. And I'm upbeat with it to my own beat. Y'all see me? This is the rhythm of my life. You hear me? Night and day. You feel me? But yeah, man. Just stay locked in, or you gonna get locked out straight up. Because your destiny, your purpose is waiting for you. Now, something that I really wanted to mention is that, okay, you can't take the racism out of anybody. You can't, I take that back. Can't is not in a man's vocabulary. Shout out to Space Jam. I learned my lesson. Didn't have the father figure to teach me that. Can't is not in a man's vocabulary. But honestly, you will not be able, you will be able to change anyone in the world if you are willing to change yourself. Because monkey see, monkey do. And 99% of the world is monkeys. And there's only one Godzilla. There's only one King Kong. And it's either you Godzilla or King Kong in your region, your location, your city, your state. And everybody else is just a bunch of little Caesars and shit. Bunch of little monkeys and shit. And monkey see, monkey do. And they gonna monkey branch off you too. They watching you. You know what I'm saying? The great, the great that you are. You are great. And you're becoming greater. You understand what I'm saying? And the only way to change anyone or everyone, or yet alone this world, is to start that change within yourself. Because people ain't gonna want to get left behind. You know what I'm saying? Not to get braggadocious or get personal on this message, but I walked into a building. I was working at the House of Mac when I was living in Miami, right? And back then I didn't have. I mean, back then I did, but I handled the situation like I was supposed to. And Mike, you know what I'm saying, he was my chef, and he was like, "Damn, bro, you think I could get fit like you? You think I could get in shape like you?" And I was like, "Fuck no." I told that nigga, "Fuck no," in front of the whole staff, and everybody was like, "Damn, wow." And I was like, a couple of days ago, I've been sitting back relishing on it, and I was like, man, you could have really went about that a different way. But then again, I was like, hey, you can't cast your pearls amongst swine, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But I could have changed his trajectory, my trajectory, if I just would have been like, hey, bro, if you put $25 in my pocket for an hour, well, no, really, $50. Fuck that shit. I ain't cheap, nigga. If you put $50 in my pocket for an hour, I could get you close, and I could get you away from the body, the energy, and the mindset, and also the parasites that you got dwelling within your body. But back then, when I was working in the House of Mac and shit, boy, I was real ruthless. I was real cutthroat like a motherfucker. Now I'm still cold blooded. I'm a cold blooded motherfucker, but you know what I'm saying? It's only when it's really necessary and needed. You hear me? And now I'm like, man, I'm just trying to better myself, and I'm really willingly to better anyone. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna cast my pearls among swine. You know, if you're gonna be in my personal space, oh, you really gotta be living that life. You really gotta be on that you feel me? Because as of now, organic vibes is back in its vibe. Back organic, baby. Fruit, veggies, and herbs. That's it. The only thing that I may say that I'm eating bad is plantain chips, right? Let's look at the ingredients. This will be a quick commercial. The only ingredients is plantain and palm oil and sea salt. I don't see anything wrong with that, but it is processed, right? But I will be going to a full fashion of just, if I can't take it how it is, then I'm good. I want it in its rawest form to the T, right? And I also got me a little almond butter. So I got to get my weight up, get my energy up, because I would like to get back Monday through Friday with the team, with the tribe, and the fellas on the workouts, right? And I plan to do this because I'm gonna stay locked in. But you know, right now my phone isn't on. I'm working on that. I'm saving up some funds. I got a lot of things going on. If you want to get my phone on, and it's gonna stay on after that, it'd be $50. You know what I'm saying? Get a brand new phone, get the service and shit. Cause the phone I got, that bitch crickety crack. But I'm working with what I got. Shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple. I'm working with what I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm building up. I'm building up my castle with every brick they throw. And they wonder why they don't got no building no more. You know what I'm saying? Every time you get hateful and you look down on the next person, you throwing away yourself, and that's what helped build up the next person. So I see how this works now. I love it, right? Back to the meshes. Oh man, what was we at, man? I'm really sauced up right now. I'm really enjoying this conversation, this jokes, right? But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? On this journey of celibacy, brahmachari, semen retention. You understand what I'm saying? I want to go back to the point that I previously was at. I don't keep any notes. I don't do any of that. I just freestyle and I speak from the heart. And I'm really working on getting away from how a lot of people got a short attention span. So I'll double back to it, right? But yeah, man, on this lifestyle, bro, you know, you're gonna have every season your season. You're gonna be able to harvest every season with this life force essence. When most plants they only harvest uh one season. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you growing cannabis, you got 7 or 14 days, which is going to be seedling, the germination stage. Well, 1 or 3 days soaking your seeds is germination stage. 7 or 14 days would be the seedling stage. And then, depending on the genetics, you're going to need at least 2 to 3 months worth of veg. And then you're going to have 1 month of flowering, which is going to be 12 and 12, 12 hours of sunlight and 12 hours off. You understand what I'm saying? And then you still not done because you gotta burp it. You know, put it in the jaw, you know what I'm saying? And make sure before you even done that you flush all the toxins and all the minerals and extra vitamins, whether it didn't come out from the soil in an organic way or whether you was using Fox Farm or you was using liquid fertilizer. I'm dropping a lot of game, so drop the cash apps. You know what I'm saying? Hit the cash app up. I'm dropping game in this bitch. You feel me? I'm showing y'all how to grow plants too because you are a plant. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to realize the same minerals and vitamins that you're required, the next plant, herb, mushroom, or whoever this person or entity may be, whether they a weed, they don't need what they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't need what you need, right? Now let's get back to the point that I really was at. I told you, bro. I feel sorry for people that have short attention span and they gotta keep on looking out the corner of their eyes at their little piece of paper. It's not gonna increase your attention span. You need to rehearse. You need to rehearse. You need to sit down and take your time and just open up your heart chakra. Stop trying to make these videos for money. Stop trying to make these videos for views. I'm making these videos because let's get back to the point, right? At first I said to myself, you can't change nobody, but can't is not in a man's vocabulary. You understand me? You can do anything and everything, but you gotta realize one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? If you can't crawl, you better squirm. If you could squirm, you could crawl. If you could crawl, shit, you're getting ready to walk. If you could walk, you're getting ready to run. If you're getting ready to run, You getting ready to fly. Once you fly, you getting ready to be on a private jet. Hopefully I see y'all on my PJ soon. Y'all see me? See, we got the energy slurpers. You know what I'm saying? They gotta come and get the energy. They feel the energy. They know where it's at. They know that it's like if you ever play Call of Duty and you're looking for the mystery box, all you gotta do is look up in the sky. You're gonna see that fucking white light beaming, bitch. You feel me? I told you the parasites, the leeches, they gonna want to come and get in your energy field, bro. Your energy field is gonna expand so much that you can be I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm in the wetlands right now, bro. Do you look at the dragonfly? That's transformation. Dragonflies mean transformation, right? I'm in the middle of the wetlands. You see, and plus I'm on side the highway. There's nothing here around me. No, I mean there's nothing here around me that's even open. All the businesses and establishments is way down the way, so they gotta come to me. You know, they gotta come to you. That's what I mean by we don't chase anything no more. Like like Eric Thompson said, if I said his last name right, like E.T. said, don't try to go get a better relationship, a better job. Become a better you. You understand what I'm saying? And I became a better motivational speaker, but I'm not a better motivational speaker. I'm a better determination, discipline, and dedication speaker. I'm not a motivational speaker because motivation ain't shit. Motivation is like living off the next man. I'm not here to constantly give you guys fishes. I'm here to teach y'all how to fish, right? Rather you put a down payment or you didn't, because I work for the universe and the universe always take care of me and whatever I need. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about money, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna constantly remind y'all, hey, you know what I'm saying, pay homage, run up my credit score, you know what I'm saying, respect the game because game is to be sold, not told, right? But the only way you'll truly be able to purchase this game anyway is the 3 C's and the 3 D's. You know what I'm saying? Let's shake back where we was at. Excuse me for that. It was some advertisement, some Lego beats. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't paying them no mind. You know they. You know you'll notice women just playing with their body parts and flicking their hairs and giving you the eyes and stuff like that. That's the devil, bro. He trying to get you to come back. He wants you to wear his jersey again. He don't know, man. We burnt that bitch to stay warm last night, and we woke up. We woke up with a brand new jersey on. Says God. On the back it says God, #1 player. You know what I'm saying? Because you putting yourself first. And you really becoming the main character in a lot of people movies and a lot of people lives when they should be the main character they own. But hey, it is what it is. We gonna keep on chopping this firewood. We can't use them, they just tissue. It ain't gonna last long. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint, right? So y'all let me get one more excuse me, let me take a quick little schmacker. Yeah, we broke the fast. I had the skins and the little couple pieces from the red apple, the green apple, and some orange peelings. I had some oregano, some rosemary, and a couple things of cinnamon. I squeezed some lime in there, and I washed my face with it too. Ooh, my face was drinking that shit up. Realizing you don't just drink through your esophagus, you drink through your pores, which is all over your body. The greatest reference I could give y'all is Majin Buu. Y'all see me? So anyway, once in my life, I wasn't climbing that ladder called perspective. I mean, I was, but I didn't get to the stage that I'm at now, right? And I used to be like, I used to always have people try to program. Look at a hummingbird, and indoctrinate and tell me that you can't change nobody, bro. All you could do is change yourself. And I was like, see, they still got that old programming. They still using old spells of witchcraft that no longer penetrate my godly essence or my aura. Super Smash Brothers. This aura ball don't go down. It gets stronger. Y'all see me? And I was like, nah, bro. If you tired of seeing, like the other day, I had rode my bike past the Gentleman's Club, and the name of the club was called Temptations. And I was like, ooh, I don't like that word. Being on semen retention celibacy, Brahmachar, I was like, ooh. That's like a snake in my. That's like a snake. It's like somebody you call a friend, but they really a snake, but that ain't your dog. I was like, ooh, I don't like that. You hear me? And I was at a place about to. I was about to indulge in something I had no business indulging in. Not saying I was going to the gentleman's club, but there was a building on side it, and I was going to indulge in that, and I was like, oh no. See spirit talking to me. It was like temptations. This place that you at, that you just spent money in, is trying to tempt you. And I was like, the song popped up in my head. I used to grow up to that shit. That used to be my favorite song, bro. But I didn't know that I was casting spells. I didn't know how far this witchcraft hat, this rabbit hole could go till I finally got out the bitch. And my favorite song used to be by your boy, Tempted to Touch, Tempted to Touch. I really, really. You remember? I used to, boy, look, boy. I was a gangster back then, still to this day. You feel me? That's when my granny and my auntie, I was sleeping one night. It was like maybe 1, 2 o'clock. I was supposed to go to school the next day, but you know I be doing my thing, bro. I got all this energy. The fuck? Sleep not even real. Sleep is the cousin of death. And that's my bitch. You feel me? Can't use her against me. I was like, maybe I might rest right, bring my body to the mechanic shop. So I saw my granny and my auntie, you heard, bringing in my brand new TV because it was my birthday present. Oh no, I was just getting good grades in school, bro. You know, the universe always rewarded me. So I was just getting good grades. I had good behavior, and that let me even know they couldn't fuck with me. Still to this day. But it was like 1 in the AM. You feel me? I saw they motherfucking ass breaking their motherfucking backs trying to bring that fat back TV in that bitch for me. And I saw it. I was like, oh shit! I'm getting a brand new TV. Oh, with the VCR clip in that bitch. Oh, it got buku buttons. Oh, I was like, nigga, Dragon Ball. That's when Dragon Ball Z was coming out and shit. Boy, MTV, BET. I was like, man, the next thing on my fucking bucket list, I told the universe, I didn't tell nobody. I was like, I want some VH tapes so I could start recording all the episodes and shit when I miss them. Cause you know it had the automatic shit, and I was able to set it up. So whenever Dragon Ball Z come on and I'm not home, cause I'm on the other side of town, I'm on the east side, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? I'm on the east side, bitch, cutting up bitch, I'm either downtown or east side, bitch. You hear me? I hated the West Bank. The West Bank was lame as fuck. Even though the West Bank be jumping, but the West Bank just lame, bro. But anyway, I got a few real motherfuckers off the West Bank. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shawnee B. You hear me? The realest motherfucker off the West Bank. You hear me? But anyway, um, man, bro, the universe gave me them VH tapes. I started recording the BETs, the MTVs, the Dragon Ball episodes, the Yu Yu Hakusho shows. I wasn't even home. I was on the east side. I come back. I was like, wow, this bitch, oh, I really got it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. That shit was beautiful. I love you, Granny. My baby. But, whole ass motherfuckers. Man, I'm about to go see my granny in the hospital, dog. They left that fucking pipe in her mouth with her mouth bust wide open and shit. And all my family members in that bitch with the crocodile tears. And I was like, all y'all faking and all y'all bullshitting. Because I'm the only motherfucker in here like, man, where the fucking doctors at? Tell them to take this fucking pipe out my grandma's mouth. Y'all got this fucking pipe in my granny mouth. She dead, looking croaked out and shit, cold as a motherfucker, dog. That shit hurted a nigga. I'm about to make a song off that shit. They got me fucked up, you hear me? And I was like, y'all ain't no real family members. Y'all probably poisoned her to get her in this situation. But I remember a couple days she told me, she was like, yeah, bro, I'm ready to go. I was like, no, Granny, you can't leave, man. Nobody down here leave me. I ain't say all that, but I was like, no, Granny, I love you. I don't want you to leave me. But I was in my head and in my heart saying at the same time, like, don't nobody else love me down here like you. You was unconditional. Everybody else based in conditions. All with the conditions I could change for them. You feel me? And I was like, damn, universe, that's the way you wired me. That's the way you brand me. Every now and then I get some unconditional people, but I get 99% of these motherfuckers trying to come fuck with me on basic conditions. If I could better their condition. And I realized, you know what I'm saying? To get back to the message, my bad, y'all. Y'all know how I get, you know what I'm saying? I'm just real, bro. I can't be fake. I can't do what these other YouTubers do, bro. It's like they talking from another from another person's point of view or some shit. I don't know how they do it, bro. I don't know. But I realized a lot of people motherfucking shapeshifters and shit. So they got two brains split in two different ways. But I know I got two brains, but it's now one brain. You understand me? But anyway, magnus opus. I'm here to help you open your magnus opus. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get back to the point, man. Y'all know how I be getting, bro. You know, I realized, people with the old programming used to always throw it in my face. You can't change nobody, bro. All you could do is change yourself. But let alone the same people that used to throw that shit in my face was the same people utilizing and doing everything I used to do, and they try to hide it behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole family, bro. I try to always get them to work out with me and shit. They'll do it, because they don't want to piss me off or disappoint me, or they know I wouldn't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I see you wasting my time and shit. You playing with me and shit. So they'll do it when I'm there. But once I leave, they don't keep up with it, bro, because I'm the energy. You the energy. You know what I'm saying? You the motherfucking thermostat. So the further the thermostat go away, what their true temperature is, they gotta result back to that shit. Birds of a feather flocks together. Water seeks its own level. You know what I'm saying? And as we elevate and we rise, we watch those who want to stay swampy. Ain't nothing wrong with being swampy. Shout out to Jim Lotus, because that's the only way that the lotus could rise through the murky waters. You got to get through the swamps, right? But I realized, like, hey, bro, I could swim with the alligators, the crocodiles, and the sharks. I could swim with the mega sharks and the megalodons and the big whales and the killer whales and the polar bears. Now I can swim with all these motherfuckers. I used to just swim with fucking crawfish. So I found out how toxic and dirty they motherfucking asses was. And I was like, nah, I need some cleaner water. I need to purify my water. So I come from the swamps. You feel me? I come from the swamps. I come from the most murky, dirtiest, filthiest fucking parts of any water. I come from the marshes, nigga. Now I'm at the beaches. Now I'm at the places where the water is blue, where you can see the fishes. You can see. Oh, I asked myself, man. I was in St. Thomas. If y'all check out my catalog, maybe like February earlier 2025, I was in St. Thomas, and I was asking the universe, like, wow. Now I see how these fishes get their skin color, because it's the fractors and the reflection of the clear water, how purified it is. And then when you go back to the marshes and you go back to the swamps and you go back to the dirty water, then you get back to the catfish and shit, the slimy shit. I don't fuck with catfish. I hate that shit. I was raised on catfish, but I never liked it. But you know how it is, you know, it's a new saying now, bro. You could be a product of your habitat, or you could become a product that your habitat gonna need. And I became the product that my habitat need. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer a product of my habitat. Like they say, you could take Keisha out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of Keisha. But you can. You know what I'm saying? Because the hood only gonna get you so far. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to stay in a fishbowl. They like to, I feel like a fish with no water. You know what I'm saying? They fucking goldfishes and shit. And you realize you a shark. You belong in the ocean. You belong around the anglerfish. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers is superficial and they surface level. And the only way you gonna see an anglerfish, you know you deep down. You going within the depths of yourself. And that's when I realized that, hey, all you motherfuckers in my past that try to program me or program us and say you can't change nobody, that's bullshit. That's a lie. If you want to change somebody, you have to change yourself, because everybody's watching you. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching everybody. It's just some people fucking paranoid. I'm just on this practice, on this lifestyle. The skills of becoming more assertive and alertive becomes more easy towards you, becomes more easy to you, because all these different applications, all of these different accolades that you activate through your activities, like trusting your intuition. The more and more you trust your intuition, your spirit body, which is your spirit guide, it gives you more powers, more spiritual prowess. You understand what I'm saying? No difference from when you train your eyes. That's what you're going to obtain on this life, on this journey. You're going to obtain the visual prowess. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to receive your Byakugan. You're going to receive your Sharingan. You understand what I'm saying? And for those men that's constantly oozing and releasing their life force essence, they going to get cataracts. And they never going to be able to use the motherfucking Sharingan. I had a family member. I had to take him to the hospital to go get cataracts removed off his eyes, and I watched over the years how that blue film built up over his eyes, and the only reason why it did that because what he ate, the way he exercised, and the most important and the most worst fact of them all, he was a corn hub fiend. He was a pixel fiend. You know what I'm saying? He was a trick. You know what I'm saying? He was tricking off his life force essence to a bunch of females on screen he'll never see in person. To the point, he'll try to pass some of his booty movies to me, and I was like, oh, but I'm good. You could have you could have the rest of that. You could have the movies and the rest of the pronunciations with booty. I'll take the butt. I'm good. You feel me? And I butt out. I nipped it in the bud. You feel me? I was able to buy another vow with this life force essence. You are able to buy another vow, and you will never have to say "I owe you" ever again. If anything, you will be able to buy the vows, and you'll go ahead and reverse the hands of time. And now it seems like everybody really owes you. You understand me? When you ain't saving your life force essence, you can't buy a motherfucking vial from the universe. Even if they gave it to you for free, you couldn't even afford it. Because with this life force essence, you have to pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your own paper. Because if you don't, it's gonna cost you. You understand me? And let's get back to this because I'm about to end this video. I haven't finished lunch yet. Let me show y'all what we got for lunch anyway. Matter of fact, it's mid-lunch. I'm supposed to be having my salad right now, but I'm talking to y'all. I'm giving y'all this spiritual voltage. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all this food for thought. I'm giving y'all this soul food because guess what? Y'all constantly bring me back the ingredients that I need. From the like, shares, the comments, the subscribes. Really, everybody that been sharing the posts and the videos. Especially everybody that been showing me love financially on the contribution. Y'all know at the meantime, at the moment, this is my only means of... no, this is not my only means of financial gain. But you know, YouTube is working with me right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I have multiple means of financial gain that's coming my way. Let's watch the words we say. So anyway, you know, they try to program you, this matrix, and try to tell you that, hey, you know, you can't change nobody. But that's a lie. You can change yourself. And the more and more you change yourself and you better yourself, you understand what I'm saying? People gonna do it too. Because one thing people scared of, they scared to die. They scared to die. In actuality, they still have that old perception that dying isn't a bad thing. It's really called transitioning, transforming. It's like Pikachu. He can't have the same size body, the same size razor tail as Raichu. Just like let me see, what his name? Charizard. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you. I ain't been on Pokemon in a minute, so I can't really give you their names and stuff like that, like I used to know. My old best friend, shout out to Jonathan, shout out to Miss LVs. If I ever see y'all again, if you ever come across my videos, bro, man, shout out and respect and love to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was my rich friend. I was in between. I had a rich friend, and I had, I guess you could say, a poor friend. But I value my rich friend more than I value my poor friend. When my poor friend, he valued me more than I valued him. And he taught me more life lessons and everything. So there's not no disrespect to say my friend was poor, but uh, you know, my rich friend had more financial meaning and gains. And then my friend, because they wasn't even poor, right? None of us was poor. It's just that I guess you could say we was middle class, right? But I had a very rich ass friend. Like, man, we'll go to Toys R Us like every fucking week, bro. We'll buy X-Men toys, fucking Rogue, all shit. Bro, this man was splurging on me, dog. Shout out to Jonathan and shout out to Miss LVs, man, because y'all taught me some things as well. But I want to talk about my real best friend. If he's somewhere out there in the universe and he can't hear me through telepathy, he never come across this message. I want to give a shout out to Brandon Martin, and I want to say also I want to give a shout out to Miss Sharon, and I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Martin. I want to thank y'all for instilling so many life lessons and always providing me the things that I needed because I always wanted love, bro. I always needed love. I always needed loyalty. And not did I just receive love from them people from across the street. They gave me loyalty and they gave me honor. So forgive me for my shortcomings and any downfalls or any choices I made in life y'all don't really agree with. You know, it was just part of my journey. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to give a shout out to y'all. I want to give a shout out to Brandon Martin and Mr. Martin for teaching me all of these life lessons that helped me become the man, the guy that I am now. Right? Let's get back to the message, y'all. I'm just so grateful for everybody, bro. Everybody's my teacher. Even the flies is my teacher. Even the mosquitoes are my teacher. You understand what I'm saying? Because the only way the mosquito is gonna attack your fucking ass like a motherfucker is because you got bad blood, you got stinky blood, you got funky blood. And the more you purify your life force essence and your blood, because life, oxygen, prana is found in the blood. The more you release, you could go get a blood test, right? And your shit could be at 19. That means you about to die, nigga. You susceptible to catching all type of cancers and diseases and viruses. And now you eating healthy, taking your teas, you're removing the bread, the pastas, the sugars, all the processed and box shit. You understand what I'm saying? You eating more healthy, the things that has more oxygen and life in it within itself. Now your blood levels and your test is at a 3. You're getting back to a 2 and a 1. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something that I've been noticing with myself, bro. Like past couple months ago, I was dumpster diving, bro. I don't even dumpster dive no more. The only time I might dumpster dive, bro, is if I'm looking for some clean cardboard to work out on, to make a little pallet to lay my back on. I go to sleep on. Like right now, I'm on cardboard. A couple months ago, bro, I was dumpster diving to get bagels and muffins and French fries and all type of funky, cheesy bacteria shit. Cause anything cooked after 90 minutes is no good. The bacteria build up. And I was dumpster diving, bro, to get bagels and muffins and shit, just to keep some fucking fat on my body. But that was hurting me more than anything. I did better just starving. Really. I just eating grass or some shit. And now I'm able to get back. Now I'm back where I'm at. But I'm getting better. You understand what I'm saying? I don't dumpster dive no more. Only if it's for cardboard. That's it. I don't want nobody old energy. I want none of that. I want everything fresh. Because I deserve the best. And I deserve better. And that's what I'm giving myself. And that's what I'm working towards. And that's what I'm doing. And y'all deserve better. And y'all deserve a better me. Because the more that I give y'all a better me, that's the more you become a better you. And that's what I realized. That's the only way you can ever change anybody, right? I'm forcing this world to change. I'm gonna shut down all McDonald's. I'm gonna shut down all Burger Kings. I'm gonna shut down all rallies. I'm gonna shut down all press food. I'm gonna make this matrix collapse faster than what it's supposed to. Because we was never supposed to be living like this. And I'm gonna make everybody know Dr. Sebi name. I'm gonna make sure Victor Sebi and Dr. Sebi and everybody in Honduras that's Ito is vital, y'all see me. If I don't have no SIM card or no motherfucking cell phone charger, if I don't have no root or no seed, I'm gonna make sure no one proceed. I'm gonna make sure all these 542 companies go bankrupt. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all might have took out Dr. Sebi, but y'all not gonna take me out. Y'all not gonna take out Victor Sebi. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna stand on that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make sure Dr. Sebi lived through me because Dr. Sebi saved me. You understand what I'm saying? Because his energy field, his aura field was so large and expanded so much. He had so much expansion that what he was broadcasting, it was televised through my portals, and I received his wise teachings. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna share this across the world. That Dr. Sebi, Victor Sebi, everyone that raised him and raised them in Honduras, they raising me. You know what I'm saying? Through their energy and their messages. And this is my message to the world. I too is vital in all aspects of life. Y'all see me? I'm gonna have to move this way, move my position because the sun's starting to tilt behind this tree. And I want my sun. I need my gamma radiation, baby. I'm charging. I gotta take this hood up, take this off so I can charge up my babies up there too. But Yeah, man, that's what I realized, man. In order to change anyone that you want to, you got to change yourself. Because I used to have a fast food. I used to have a lot of fast food women. Even though I was always a home cook, you better fix my tea, bitch, as woman. You heard me like, hey, bitch, you better fix that tea. You better not bring me no coffee and no monster. You know, and I changed them. I changed them. I had one woman, man, all she never cook. All she want to do is get fast food. She ain't got to admit it, and I know she watching this video, but I done better her life, and I done made her eat better. I done made her. I forced her because she looked at me, she looked up to me. She like, dang, it's like it's crazy. Like I love you, you my lover, like you my homie, you my friend. And the worst part about it is like you my daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you no. I can't do you wrong. I can't lie to you because you like my daddy. Like my daddy know when I'm lying to him. He know when I'm doing wrong. She like, you like my daddy. Like I can't get over on you. I'm like, you don't want to get over on me because if you get over on me, you only getting over on yourself. Anytime you try to finesse anybody, lie to anybody, get over on anybody, you really just getting over on yourself, bro. And I learned that the hard way. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, you can't change you can change anyone and everything in the world, but the change start within you. Because don't nobody want to die. Don't nobody want to be walking around with a fucking respirator. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to lose their girlfriend or their husband because they not in shape. They not saving their life. They not utilizing their resources, their basic resources, their most important resources, which is their life force essence, their attention, energy, and time. Don't nobody want to lose. Nah, nobody want to keep on doing that, bro. Nobody want to keep on losing, bro. Everybody want to win, and the whole world could become winners. It don't have to be one person win. We all could be winners because we all on our own pace, right? But when you got two faces, then you gonna always feel like you the loser because you done split your life up, you done split your mind up, and you not whole. I'm not looking for a peace of mind no more. I used to have a peace of mind. Now I got a wholeness of mind. I'm whole. I want everybody to be whole. Don't nobody want to continuously try to get pieces and fragments. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to. When you on this life force essence, bro, you don't need nothing outside you to make you happy, to make you fulfilled. You don't need everything else is an extra. You understand what I'm saying? Once you produce your own oxycontins, oxytocins, you know what I'm saying? The chemical called oxy, which is like the happy feeling. Happy people everywhere. Ugh, I'm getting up, y'all. Ooh, boy, them calves are screaming. I've been on them calfless hard, bro. I'm telling you. Ugh. But I gotta get some beats. The stores I've been going to lately, they ain't got no beats, so I gotta go way out my way just to go get some beats. That's what I'm gonna do because my body want them beats. I've been on onions heavy, and bell peppers heavy, right? I'm cleaning up all aspects of my life all at one time, but I'm not overdoing it. You know, I'm cleaning up my liver and my pancreas. So I've been on a lot of bell peppers and a lot of teas and stuff like that. But we'll speak on that for another time, another topic. That'll be for organic vibes, right? But right now, we just speaking about, you know what I'm saying, the celibacy, brahmacharya, and the semen retention. And yeah, bro, if you want to make a change in the world, it starts with yourself. Now, if I can't shut down McDonald's and Burger King and all that, that's cool because they're gonna always be bots. They're gonna always be NPCs. You feel me? And to each his own. Everybody ain't willing to be on this caliber, and everybody ain't gonna be on this caliber. It's only gonna be the selected, the few, the chosen. You know what I'm saying? The Marines that work for the universe. Because you could be in the Marines, you could be in the Army. Yeah, that's cool. But when you in the boot camp under God, when you in God boot camp, when you in the boot camp for the universe, that's the hardest boot camp. You feel me? And like I said, as you swim upstream, you're gonna see a lot of dead bodies floating. You're gonna see a lot of motherfucking fishes swimming downstream. A lot of them with their mouth open. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? Some swordfish. You know, you just gotta keep on moving and stay out the way, bro. Because I realized I was like, man, it was some things in my life I don't like, you know? And then I realized how to deal with that. The more I better myself, the further it could be, and you know what I'm saying, the further it is in my rear view mirror, you feel me? And for example, I remember I had a fight at the skate park, right? and they was trying to jump me. But his partner was scared to come and help him because I was whooping the sleeves off this nigga. I bust all this shit open just off the first lick. I hit a nigga then I hit him with the left hand. I was like, bro, I hit you with the left hand. I ain't even used the right. I hit him with the left hand. Bow, you hear me? Bust all this shit open. They like the nigga was going 70 miles, ran into an 18-wheeler, and his airbag busted. Shit splattered all over my shirt and shit. I said, nigga, I ain't trying to get none of this on me. You really made me mad, nigga. But I like blood. But I don't want your blood on me. I really like tasting my own blood. But if you get me to taste my own blood, bitch, I know I'm gonna make you taste some blood. You want to be at the blood bank, bitch. But listen, let me chill out here. Hey, it's not arrogance, it's confidence, bro. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to jump me, dog. And I saw how powerful my aura field was, bro. Like I had this, let me set my phone down real quick. Let me show y'all what I did, bro. This was some Broly Dragon Ball Z shit, bro. Let me show y'all what I did, how strong my aura field was. Right? I ain't even having a problem beating no boy ass. But I saw his partner try to come behind me and grab me, right? I did some shit like this. Bro, I swear to God, I saw this white light. Because if you don't have the spiritual eyes, then you just not going to see this shit, right? I saw this fucking white light, which was my aura field expanded like on some Dragon Ball Z shit. And this nigga literally fell down the ramp as if I pushed him. And I was like, damn! You won't ever get me off of semen retention, celibacy, brahmachari. I ain't even touched that nigga. I was like, damn! What the fuck? That shit was crazy, bro. I'll never forget that shit, bro. And think about all the people that was not saving their life for essence. They didn't even see the shit. They think the nigga just was fucking clumsy or some shit. My aura field knocked that nigga down the ramp. His partner, I was like, hey, bro, don't you see this nigga leaking? You think I ain't gonna give you the same treatment? I'm about to get a 2-for-1. I hate this shit, but I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you bird ass niggas. Bro, I never seen that shit in my life happen until then. And I was like, damn. So after I bust his ass, I think it was like a week down the line, bro. They didn't even wait on. They didn't even wait that long, bro. Cause dude pulled the gun in front of my face and everything. I was like, bro, where I'm from, if you gonna pull a gun out of a nigga face, bro, that shit, you should have been used that bitch. You just pissing me off. Look at the dragonfly, y'all. Y'all see? I see the dragonfly? Transformation. Let's go. Transitioning, transformation, upper echelons. Aye. Hey baby, come get your cameo. But yeah, man, y'all saw that dragonfly. I ain't got the best. I'm getting a better phone. The best phone is coming. Give y'all better footage, and I'm getting a little mop for my bike too. It's gonna be $5 too. It's gonna be $55. Anybody want to drop a $55 bag on me on the Cash App? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a better phone. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get that mop too. We're gonna get it regardless anyway. You feel me? And I was like, bro, ooh. They didn't even wait a month. They didn't even. I don't even think it was. I don't even think it was 7 rotations. I don't even think it was 7 full days, bro. After I beat this nigga ass, this motherfucking nigga put a gun in my face. I was gonna take that bitch and I was gonna keep it, but I was like, nah, nigga. Then he gonna call the police and then I'm gonna really be fucking looking stupid. But I was like, nah, he need that bitch more than me, bro. I got one of the greatest weapons that no physical weapon could fuck with. So why would I fucking downgrade myself, right? So, man, this nigga put a gun in my face and everything, dog. And I wasn't scared. I just felt violated. Like, nigga, you didn't use it. You's a bitch. Where I'm from, nigga, you don't do that. You don't let nobody know what you got till they didn't got. You feel me? Gimme? Now give me my motherfucking guts. Now listen, it wasn't even about 7 days past. It wasn't a whole week, a whole rotation. I mean a strong game. 7 rotations ain't even passed, bro. I fought the biggest motherfucker ever in my life. This nigga was about 6'4" to 6'7". Between that, this nigga was at least about 280 pounds, or maybe 300 something pounds. But he was tall as fuck, bro. He was like a basketball, football player built nigga. Nigga, David and Goliath, bro. I swear to God, that nigga hit me with his most powerful fucking haymaker. That nigga hit me with his greatest. fucking Gallic gun. That nigga fucking death rate. That nigga used his fucking greatest fucking freezer spirit bomb. I ate that shit. Everybody was like, damn, nigga, you either should have been dead or you should have been handicapped or in the hospital, bro. Ain't no way you walk in these streets like a regular degger like this shit never happened. Bro, I fought the biggest nigga in my life at the point. You feel me? Because that was a physical fight. That ain't shit. The biggest fights you gonna ever have on this life force essence, this journey gonna be spiritual. Really. And it's really gonna be the biggest fight you gonna ever have is with yourself. And once you stop fighting yourself, everything else outside you is just mosquitoes and flies, baby. Cause you rather be at wholeness with yourself than be at peace with the world. Cause you can only be at peace with the world, but you can have wholeness within yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And bro, once I had that fight with that motherfucker, bro, my fucking confidence skyrocketed, bro. Skyrocketed because he was supposed to knock me out. He was really supposed to kill me. And I got with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga busted I had a whole blood clot in my eye. My whole eye was red for like 3 days, bro. 3 days. I wonder if it ever went down. I still got like a little bit of orange. Well, I got like a little bit of remnants left in my eye. But bro, my whole eye was blood clot red, bro. My whole right eye was red, bro. My shit shook back within 3 to 4 days. Cause I still was living healthy, eating healthy and stuff. Mr. Dragonfly, just come land on my shoulder, bro. He damn that won't land on me, dog. Oh, it's multiple dragonflies. Just come land on the phone, bro. Come say hey to the people. But anyway, bro, that nigga was so mad that I bust his ass, even though he got a killer move. He got a killer hit off me, bro. Every time that nigga saw me, he wanted to fight me again. And I was like, nigga, I ain't scared to fight you again. It's just that I already bust your ass, bro. And if I bust your ass again, you really gonna wanna ice me, bro. You really gonna wanna put me in the palm box I put you in. And I was like, nah, bro. You just gotta accept it for what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never gonna have a high like that ever again in your life. And you wanna get your get back so bad because the cameras was watching, the people was watching, and even the Matrix with all the secret cameras and everywhere else was watching. Think about all the websites and shit this nigga may be on, bro. That nigga slammed me and everything. My whole left side of my body shut down, nigga. All I had was a right hand and a right leg and a right eye that was bloody. And I still was tearing this nigga ass. Because I know they paid that nigga, they put money on my head, they paid the nigga to come take me out, come ice me out. You feel me? And I was like, bro, I'm not going out like that, bro. I'm not going out. I'm going in, bitch. Straight up.